The tour by the association members is expected to raise awareness among farmers who are currently engaged in massive farming ventures. For Grts News, I am Deku Mademba.
Media literacy, a tool for youth empowerment and development, was the focus of deliberations at a recent program revolving around child rights and media ethics. Aji Amisise has more on the initiative spearheaded by young people in the media.
Tool for sensitization, awareness creation and empowerment, the media has always been a vibrant platform for self-expression, especially for the young people, since it can provide essential information on societal norms and values, shaping them into adults with their hopes and dreams realized. Having agreed on this trend, a capacity-building exercise on child rights and media ethics took off Friday by the young people in the media fraternity. The young aspiring media practitioners took on the day's deliberations, being enlightened on their rights, relevant conventions and charters. Also advocating for the well-being of children in society, it is believed the media can provide answers to so many frequently asked questions which are relevant to the development, education and security of young people.
The media plays a major role and it can help children to make well-informed decisions, thus enhance the effective participation of children in forums like the one we're having here today. The media fraternity of our dear country, the Gambia, has always been vigilant when it comes to issues relating to children, and this is clearly manifested in the UNICEF ICTV Award, which has been won by the Gambia in 2 consecutive years.
Well, the youth folk, eager to be able to differentiate between their rights and privileges, deem the initiative as a tool which will make life choices and decision-making easy for them.
Then organizing this event is just to empower us. Like the team, it is media literacy is a tool for empowerment and development. So if they are going to develop us in this way, and also tell us the moralities behind media ethics, we will also have that confidence in us to stand anywhere, either the media or the community, to voice out our hopes.
With the unwavering role the media could play in youth empowerment largely agreed on, the associated ills were not sidestepped.
Information and knowledge for positive use is shared on the social media. However, cyber threat has been on the rise to the detriment of the youth. Cybercrime is on the increase and thus vigilance has to be the order of the day. Hence, the need to ensure responsible use of the media for positive inculcation of attitude to empower the youth.
The government of the Gambia, having youth empowerment as one of its primary responsibilities, has been exploring possible ways to attaining that drive. Since the importance of the media in helping the youth make well-informed decisions is not arguable, government is reviving its information centers in the rural areas to promote technology literacy among the youth. While enlightening the child on his rights is paramount, after all, it will go a long way towards making the world fit for everyone. For Grts News, I am Aji Amisise. Yeah?
Well, you can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That takes us to our first break. We'll be back with news from outside the Gambia.
Have fun with AfriCell. Play your favorite song to your callers with the AfriCell Fun Ring service.
Yo, what's up? It's Big C. If you want my song on your African line as phone ring, the code is 11807.
By the whole no my doorhead. Try to copy my style, they don't know my doorhead.
It's your boy G. My AfriCell phone ring code is 12139.
By the whole no my doorhead. My whole life I never sleep, never ball it. From Gambia to Senegal, like tell them today. Hey, tell them today.
It's your boy ST Gambian Dream. If you want my song as your AfriCell fund ring, the code is 11655.
Them hot boys and hot girls say tell them today.
It's your boy Tam 50 Utusuku. If you want my song as your phone ring on your AfriCell line, the code is 12187.
The whole game last up.
Welcome back. Protests and bloody clashes flare up once again in the Egyptian capital as police fire tear gas on demonstrators. People are standing their ground in Tahrir Square just as they did earlier this year to force out their long-time leader Hosni Mubarak, but this time it's the country's military they are after. We have more on the situation in Cairo in this report.
Well, we just got off the phone with the Ministry of Health, and they have confirmed to us that one person was killed over the last 24 hours in the second Egyptian city of Alexandria in clashes, and at least 60 people injured there as well. Thousands of people clashing there with the authorities throughout the night, and that part of the million-man march that has been planned here in Tahrir Square in Cairo, that the activists in Alexandria are hoping to do the same. Still seeing running battles taking place throughout the night and throughout the morning here in Tahrir, where thousands of people camped out in the street and on the patches of grass here. Periodically, we're seeing tear gas fired into the air over here, Zane. Take a listen to what one of the activists, the demonstrators, told us in the early pre-dawn hours when we spoke to him about why he was out there confronting the riot police.
It's like they are using gas bombs, make the one blind for like 10 seconds or something, and they are using rubber bullets, and that's all of it.
What's going to happen tonight?
I don't know, but God with us. May God be with us. Because they are using aggression like they are fighting against Jewish people, for Egyptians.
Why do you think they're doing this? Why?
Because we are right. That's what happens when we are right.
Now, Zane, you know, I can't understate the anger that most of these demonstrators, who I'd say most of them are young men, there are young women with them in the front lines, helping provide some kind of solutions to help treat them for the effects of the tear gas. They're furious, and they seem to be very much ahead of the political parties that are scheduled to compete in the first round of parliamentary elections on Monday. They're further back here. It is the activists who are taking the lead and the momentum right now, calling on the ruling military council to resign, whereas the more established political parties are calling for caution. They want a phased process to lead to the election of a civilian government and the replacement of this military council. Zane.
In Washington, Republicans and Democrats are blaming each other for the deadlock of a federal budget cuts aimed at curbing America's ballooning deficit. President Barack Obama is blaming lawmakers for not doing their job, saying everyone has to live with the consequences of their failure. CNN's Emily Smith has more on that. Well, before we draw the curtains on this edition of the news, a look once again at our headlines. Election fever has gripped the Greater Banjul area less than 48 hours before Gambians identify the man who should steer the affairs of the state till 2016. Growers of the Nerika rice variety have been meeting to strategize and chart a way forward against the backdrop of disappointing yields. Tens of thousands of demonstrators calling for the resignation of Egypt's Supreme Military Council are braving barrages of tear gas and rubber bullets at the now famous Tahrir Square. And in the U.S., Republicans and Democrats are trading accusations following the Super Committee's failure